Thank you, JSM, Solomon James, for this wonderful introduction to our evening Zoom today. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Let me get some response in the Zoom chat. We have Mr. Adeyemi Pakomiti. We have Banky that's been writing in the chat box. So if you guys are feeling great and you are feeling that, you know, the new week is going to come and you guys are going to conquer it, you know, there's a few days before the year end and you guys are extremely excited for your journey until the year end, please type number 1 in the chat box. And if you're feeling grateful for what you have achieved so far in this year, type 1 in the chat box. Because my name is Simon. Thank you for, hi Jafet, hi, nice to meet you. Jafet is just downstairs. Okay, so my name is Simon Loh. I'm from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And I'm actually currently in Lagos. I'm actually in my room, my hotel room in Lagos. And I'm actually running this, Banky, yeah, hi Banky. So I'm running this Zoom meeting with you today, live from Lagos, because I've been spending the last 3 months in this beautiful country, and I really mean it, beautiful country, Nigeria, to launch this amazing business with this amazing product for the very first time. And I'm truly excited about the prospect about this country and the business that can actually come out of it, because let me tell you something about this country that what I see, all right? I look at Nigeria and, you know, from a foreigner point of view, there's a lot of perception about this country. But when I come here, the people are absolutely amazing. The market potential is absolutely amazing. And I'm very happy and I'm very excited to share with you the company that myself, Solomon James, and all the leaders in this Zoom call today are here to launch. And this product has been in existence for the last 48 years. And it's from Japan, all right? So it's incorporated in 1974 from Japan. And some of you may have not heard about our company before because we are not in Africa yet. We are coming in for the very first time in 2023, all right? So it's an extremely exciting product that we're bringing in. And I've been involved with the company for the last 6.5 years. Thank you, Solomon James, for making me the host. And I am truly excited to share with the people in Nigeria. Can I just see by show of hands, who here in this Zoom, type 1 if you are in Nigeria, type 1. If you're outside of Nigeria, type 2. Anybody in the chat box right now? Because this business and this product that we are launching is something that every home. Oh, okay. Jonathan, where are you from? Jonathan, can you type down? Oh, Jonathan is 1. Okay. Are you the same Jonathan I met just now in the evening? Okay. Jonathan, you are in like, how can you get out of the country in the last 2 hours? Okay. Rajashri Shetty, you're from South Africa. Funmi, you're in London. I know Funmi, you're in London. Who else? The rest of you guys are in Nigeria, right? So type 1 if you're in Nigeria, type 2 if you're outside, and if you're outside, type what country you are from. So without further ado, I'm actually going to share with you the presentation I have today to talk about what our company is all about and why this company has been around for the last 48 years and is going to make massive ground in Nigeria. And we're just starting. So all of you, there's about 23 people on this Zoom call here today, and you are one of the first, I would say, one of the first few people that is seeing this presentation for the very first time. All right. Now, today I'm going to talk about a very general topic. It's called water. Now, can I just ask everybody a question? Who here you are drinking out of plastic bottled water on a daily basis? Just type 5 in the chat box. If you're drinking out of one of these brands like Seaway, Eva, La Sena, or let's say Aquafina, Nestle, type 5 if you're taking bottled water. Regardless of the brand, type 5 if you're drinking bottled water. Type 5 in the chat box, ladies and gentlemen. Type 5 if you're drinking bottled water. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to share with you that bottled water, now I'm from the East, I'm from Asia. And in Asia, bottled water is very, very rare. We don't take a lot of bottled water because we were educated and we are known that bottled water actually contains a lot of harmful chemicals. All right. Now I'm not saying that to what do you call that? say that other people are not aware of this and we are aware and you guys are not aware. No. In fact, I've traveled to many countries, even developed countries like America, UK, Canada, Dubai, Middle East, and I came to Africa. A lot of countries that are actually drinking too much of this bottled water. Now, the challenge with bottled water is if you take a slide, the bottled water contains a very high level of bisphenol A. Now, just Google bisphenol A later after this demonstration if you have time. Bisphenol A is actually a preservative used in a lot of bottled water that actually leaks into the water when we drink it because the way we actually store the water. And bisphenol A has a direct link to things like breast cancer, prostate cancer, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, even childhood diabetes, and brain function disorders. Chemicals from the bottled water, because I call it plastic water. Because when you're drinking out of this bottled water, you're actually not just drinking the water, but you're also drinking the plastic contaminant. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you think it will be healthy for you to continue drinking from bottled water for the rest of your life if this chemical is actually present in your water? If you agree with me, type 1 in the chat box. Because before I go on my presentation, I have to get you guys to understand the dangers of bottled water. Type 1 if you agree with me. Okay, so that is bottled water. So why are we bringing in this amazing company into Africa for the first time? Now, this company that I represent is called Enagic. All right, it's called Enagic, and Enagic has been around for the last 48 years, and we have 40 offices in 23 countries. All right, we've been around for a long time. All right, sorry, I'm just fixing my hair all the time because it's been a very hot day, and it's just been very hot in Nigeria. Nigeria weather is becoming very hot. Yeah, so we're opening up our first ever office in Lagos next year. So currently I'm in Lagos to help the team to launch a pre-launch campaign. So we're currently in the pre-launch because not many people in Nigeria or even in Africa knows about our machine, because we are very famous in America, in Japan, but in Africa, we're very, very new. And our product is called the KANGEN water. I have my bottle here. So ladies and gentlemen, can you see this bottle? Let me just flip it on the side, it says what? KANGEN water. So KANGEN water comes out of an amazing KANGEN machine. And the origin story about this water is, who here, you have taken water from the natural spring water from the mountain? Type 2 in the chat box. You have consumed water from the spring before. Anybody? Anybody? You have consumed water from the spring in Nigeria, from your village. Because all around the world, there are people that drink water from the spring. And if you ask them, they have actually people who drink from the mountain or the spring, they're actually getting a lot of health benefits from this water, because spring waters around the world actually contain something called active hydrogen, which is a very, very powerful antioxidant. Now, what does an antioxidant do? It slows down the aging process in the body, so that you age slower and diseases and chronic illnesses will not thrive in the body. Now, let me ask everybody a question. Would you like to age slower? Yes or no? Type it in the chat box. Because if you want to age slower, you have to drink water that has very high levels of active hydrogen. And the spring water has very high levels of active hydrogen. But unfortunately, yeah, so Jonathan said yes, Solomon said yes. But unfortunately, Funmi said yes, Rajeshri. But unfortunately, because we're living in the city, most of the water we drink does not contain active hydrogen, because it is bottled water or government treated water, borehole water, tap water. So what does the KANGEN machine do? Our machine actually restructures your water into water with high levels of active hydrogen. So the water I've been drinking, take a look at this. I carry this bag everywhere I go, because the machine is actually downstairs in our hotel, and I will collect a 5-liter for my room, and I drink this water every day, because this water contains extremely high levels of active hydrogen. So what is active hydrogen? Active hydrogen has 3 levels of property, right? I'm just brightening up my screen a little bit. The first one is something called oxidation. Now, the opposite of oxidation is called antioxidant. Now, let me ask everybody a question. Do you want to age faster or age slower? Just type in the chat box. Because if you want to age slower, you have to start taking things like fruits and vegetables. But the challenge is, in fruits and vegetables, when it goes from fresh to rotten, it will change the color, the taste, the smell. Am I right? So everything we eat goes from fresh to rotten. But the thing about water is this. It goes from fresh to rotten, but when it goes from fresh to rotten, water doesn't change taste, color, or smell. It does not tell you whether it's good or bad. That's the thing about water. But when water has a lot of oxidation, it will lead to sickness. So how does it work? Now, there's a very special meter. In fact, I have a meter with me, but I can't do it live with you. So I've actually recorded a video to share with you. This meter, if it shows a very high positive reading, it is basically very aging or oxidizing. So if the water that you're drinking is aging or oxidizing, it speeds up the oxidation rate in the body. And when your body has a very high oxidation, that's where sickness comes faster, aging comes faster, etc., etc. Now, if you want to be healthy, you have to take things that is near to zero, or even better, below zero, that has a negative reading. Anybody take green tea, a lot of salads and vegetables, anybody take vitamin C and olive oil? These things are highly antioxidant. But the challenge is you cannot take massive quantities on a daily basis. Am I right? There's only a limited quantity you can take every day. But water, can we drink 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liters every day? Absolutely. And this Kangen water is absolutely amazing. And I want to show you this video, all right, which I've done. So this is actually a demo that I like to do, and I would collect a few samples of different bottled waters to check the oxidation. Now, once again, I will be using a special meter I ordered from America to test the oxidation of the different types of water, from tap to bottle to mineral to soft drinks, and lastly, Kangen water as well. So let's take a look. Okay, somebody has written something in the chat box. Slower. Somebody said slower. Want to eat slower, right? So here is a meter. Okay. So this meter is called the oxidation reduction potentiometer. So if it's positive, it's bad. If it's negative, it's good. Okay. If it's negative, it's good. So let's look at our tap water. What's the reading? 400. Reverse osmosis tap water, bottled water, 450. Mineral water, 430, 432, 426. Evian, 433. Very oxidizing. Soft drinks, what's the reading? 500 plus, which is extremely oxidizing. And Kangen water, what's the reading of Kangen water, ladies and gentlemen? Take a look at that. Can you see Kangen water? What do you see in the front? Negative 550. So what does that mean? This is what we call living water. Water that is akin to the natural spring water because it is antioxidant to reduce the oxidation in your body, to make sure you age slower and sickness doesn't come to you as fast. Okay, so that is the first property of the Kangen water. In fact, when you drink 1 glass of Kangen water, this Kangen water from our machine, fresh, 1 glass of Kangen water will give you 80 tomatoes worth of antioxidants. 80. Anybody eat 80 tomatoes a day? Absolutely not, right? So this water, very, very powerful. The second one is the alkalinity. Now, everything that we eat and drink is acid or alkaline. Now, why we have to stay away from acid? Because Dr. Otto, which is a Nobel Prize winner, he's from Germany, he says that cancerous tissues are acidic, healthy tissues are what? Alkaline. So let me ask everybody a question. Do you want your body to be acidic or do you want your body to be alkaline? Which one, ladies and gentlemen? Which one? Type it in the chat box. You want your body to be alkaline. Because if your body is acidic, that's where sickness will start to come. So in terms of the water we drink, there is acid and alkaline. So I'm going to show you another video that will share with you, all right, the pH level or acid alkalinity of our body, all right? So the same samples of water, I'm going to use a pH tester to test the acidity or alkalinity. So I'm going to put it into each glasses, and you will start to see different colors coming out. So what color do you see? Let me give it a stir. I like to stir it. So ladies and gentlemen, can you see tap water is green? Bottled water is what color? Yellow. What is yellow? Yellow is acidic. Mineral water is light blue, dark green. Sodas are very acidic. 7-Up is very, very acidic. And KANGEN water is highly alkaline. So once again, let's look at this chart. Anything that is not green and below green, yellow, orange, or red is very acidic. Alkalinity should be brown. Should be blue and above. So the KANGEN water helps to balance the body pH. So take a look at this. What happens when you drink KANGEN water every day? So I've been drinking this water every single day. When you drink this water, what happens? It alkalizes the body. But take a look at the soda. What happens to the soda? It doesn't change, am I right? Because sodas are extremely, extremely acidic. So I want to show you the effect of a single cap of soda into your body. What happens? One sip of soda, what happens? It completely acidifies the cells. So ladies and gentlemen, if today you can walk away from this Zoom meeting from one lesson, it is to cut down, or even better, eliminate sodas from your body, from your lifestyle, is because sodas are one of the most acidic things that you can actually put into your body. Yeah, it creates a lot of acidity, and we try to stay away. Okay, and the third property, so we have antioxidant, alkalinity, microclustering. So why do we need water? Because what does it say on the left? The human body is 70% what, ladies and gentlemen? Water. If the body is 70% water, we need the best water for our body to operate at the optimum level. Am I right? So why do we need water? We need water to supply and channel nutrients to the body. We need water to detox. Now, here, I'm going to share with you another video. I'm going to use a green tea bag, because this green tea bag will resemble your cells. Now, normally we need to boil our water, but I want to show you the hydrating possibility of KANGEN water. Take a look what happens when I soak the tea bag in KANGEN water. What happens, ladies and gentlemen? Can you see at room temperature, the KANGEN water will take out a lot more of the tea compared to the normal tap water, because the normal water that we are drinking is extremely heavy. So I'm sure there are a lot of you, there's about 37 of us on this Zoom call today. There's a lot of you that when you drink water, it makes you feel very bloated on the inside. Am I right? Very bloated, because the normal water that you're drinking is heavy water. KANGEN water is light water. So even for somebody who are taking supplements, I like to do this. I take some essence of the tea, all right? And I split it into two, for example, okay? So it's the same level of tea, but when I put in very different types of water, you will see the differences that comes out. Take a look at this. I want you to see. It's absolutely mind-blowing. KANGEN water can absolutely bring out the absorption, the nutrients from your food, your supplements, and hydrate your body at a very, very different level. All right, let me just put on my presentation. Sorry, I accidentally stopped sharing it. Okay. So from here. So the third property is this water. Why is it doing what it's doing? It's because of the water cluster. So the normal water we are drinking is very big. It's very, very small. It allows for greater penetration and easier absorption by the body. All right. Now, around the world, we have a lot of doctors that actually endorses our product and talk about our product around the world. And one of the main associations that talk about it is the American Anti-Cancer Institute. The founder is Mr. Bob Wright, and he even says that he believes that ionized water is a mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. And he says if he will look for a electrolysis unit today, he would choose the Rolls Royce of water ionizers made by KANGEN water. All right. So we have many endorsements. We even have a Japanese doctor, Dr. Shinya, who uses it on his patients. And this is inflammation of the colon. This is actually 3 months after the water. Ladies and gentlemen, is that an amazing result just by changing the water? Not changing anything else but the water. Is that an amazing result? If it's an amazing result, type 1 in the chat box. Somebody who has an inflammation in the colon, inside the stomach, inside the body, and drinking the water has reduced the inflammation after 3 months. Take a look at that. It's absolutely amazing, this water. We have people with constipation 3 months after the water. Take a look at that. 3 months. People with chemotherapy, they go through chemotherapy in the hospital 3 months after the water. Now, we have a ton of testimonials. Please do your due diligence. Go even on YouTube and check out KANGEN water. Anything under the sun, diabetes, cancer, arthritis, just do your research. You would see a lot of people coming out speaking about this water and why this water has actually helped. Because around the world, we have 2 million households taking the KANGEN water, including presidents of America, top celebrities, health experts, what do you call, sports personalities, and many more taking our water. Okay, so this is the KANGEN machine. It can actually produce many types of water. The second one is clean water. This clean water, when you press the second button, it's producing a water that is for you to take medication. Other than that, you don't even take it. And the third one is something called beauty water. And beauty water is something that's very good for your skin. You will actually start to wash your face with this beauty water. It will make sure that you look young, and it will actually help to heal your skin and moisturize your skin on a daily basis. Is that a good option to have for the machine? So this machine is not just for drinking, it's for many other purposes. Beauty water is a toner water to tone your skin. And the fourth one is strong KANGEN water to make sure of what? That you wash away all the fruits and vegetables of its pesticides and chemicals that farmers are spraying today. Now, can you see there's a gentleman here with a mask, suit. Now, why do you think he's wearing that mask and suit? It's because today, farmers are spraying a lot of what on our fruits and vegetables? Please type in the chat box. What are they spraying on our fruits and vegetables? Take a wild guess. What are they spraying? I want some response in the chat box. Can you say that? Can you see that it says, if it's not safe to breathe, how can it be safe to eat? What do you think he's spraying? GMO, pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, preservatives, chemicals. And the challenge today is most of the chemicals that farmers are spraying are oil-based pesticides. They are all made out of oil. Now, that's why I need to show you this demo. Okay? Now, what's the challenge when they use oil chemicals? Now, this is a bottle of sesame oil. If I use some oil and I put it here and I put it here, what happens when I mix water and oil? It doesn't mix, am I right? Water and oil doesn't mix. So when you try to wash away chemicals from your fruits and vegetables, you are not washing away any of the chemicals because chemicals are made out of oil. So we're basically not washing away the chemicals. So why do we need to use this strong KANGEN water? Because when you put this strong KANGEN water into your fruits and vegetables, what happens to the oil? Can you see? It emulsifies the chemical. Ladies and gentlemen, are you following me? Because all your fruits and vegetables have oil-based chemicals. So I'm going to do a demonstration on the cherry tomatoes. And I want you to see what comes out from this pack of tomatoes. The first one is normal tap water. The second one is strong KANGEN water. Okay, 11.5. So the 11.5 will break down the oil. Just soak it for about 5 to 10 minutes. I want you to see what happens. The first one, when I wash it out, what happens? Transparent, which means all the pesticides are still on the vegetable. But the second one is washed with our 11.5. I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to see what comes out. 40 of all of us here. This is something that we eat on a daily basis, every single day. We feed it to our kids, our parents, our family. What is that? These are all the pesticides that we're actually ingesting every single day. But with the 11.5, you're able to remove all the pesticides that is on our vegetables. Are you guys following? So I want to ask everybody a question. Who here you want to eat clean fruits and vegetables for the rest of your life? Type 1 in the chat box. You don't want to eat chemicals anymore. You don't want to eat preservatives anymore. You don't want to eat pesticides anymore. Type 1 in the chat box. If you type 1, that means you want to get a machine or a product that can thoroughly remove all these chemicals from your vegetables. Yeah? So type 1 if you, because this is something serious. Chemicals from the vegetables is a already scientifically proven to be carcinogenic. Carcinogenic, what does that mean? It is the same thing you find in your cigarette, which is cancer causing, ladies and gentlemen. Cancer causing. So you want to stay away from excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. So when I talk about all these pesticides, I'm getting some some allergic reaction as well. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, try to stay away from all these pesticides because it is extremely harmful for the body. Okay. So that is the strong Kangen water pH 11.5. And then we have the strong acidic water pH 2.5. Now, what is this for? This is for you to use it to help people with skin allergies as well. So this water, you don't drink it, you spray it, you apply it on your skin. Are you guys following? Okay. So I'm very, very specific with my words. This is something the Japanese hospitals have been using for the last 8 years to apply on the skin to make sure the skin is sterilized and there's no bacterial or fungus growth. So you can actually use this water to help people with skin irritation. Take a look at that. From here to here in 60 days, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we have this a lady, her name is Susan from Singapore. She had very bad psoriasis in the face, December, January, and February. Amazing. So what they do is they actually put it into a spray bottle or they put it onto a towel and they wipe the affected area with the strong acidic water. So ladies and gentlemen, can I just ask everybody a question? Do you like what you see here today on this Zoom meeting? Type 1 if you like it. Because let me tell you, I fallen in love with this machine about 8 years ago. I personally bought one machine myself. I bought one for my parents. I bought one for my sister. I've also started traveling the entire world to speak to people about this machine because it is something that truly can change people's lives. Because if God made your body 70% water, you have to take care of the water. You have to make sure you put in the best water. Yeah, very, very important. And every single machine, where does it come from? It comes from our factory in Osaka, Japan. All right, this is our factory in Osaka, Japan, which is actually licensed by the Ministry of Health of Japan as a medical device and by International Standards Organization 13485 that certifies our company for design, manufacture of electrolysis water generator for medical and general use. So ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing today is a medical device. So anything that has to do with medical, it is very, very, very highly priced in the hospital, right? If you go to a hospital, you will see machines that cost hundreds, if not millions of dollars. That is medical standard. This machine that deals with the 70% of your body is one of the cheapest medical devices you will find in the market. The machine uses 7 solid, pure medical grade titanium platinum plates to ionize your water, and the machine lasts a lifespan of 25 years plus. So what is the investment of per machine? A machine from France, because now currently in Nigeria, we're doing a pre-launch. Every single machine will be coming from our office in France. So the payment will be made in euros, please speak to the person that invited you into this Zoom meeting today. We have already shared with them how you can make the payment, how you can get the machine to come in from France, and the investment of a machine is 3,280 euros with a shipping of 200. So you're looking at 3,480 euros for the machine and the what do you call shipping charges. Now some of you may say that, wow, Joy asked, can the pH 2.5 water be applied to fresh bleeding wounds? Absolutely yes. Because the 2.5 is a sterilizer. It is an antiseptic, antibacterial. So even if you have a fresh bleeding wound, spray the 2.5, it will help to kill all the bacteria and germs, yeah, so that the wound doesn't get infected. Absolutely. So the answer is yes. Okay. The good thing is, because the machine lasts 25 years, but if we only look at 15 years, we are looking at a machine that costs you less than 450 naira a day. Ask ourselves this: are we already spending 450 naira every day on bottled water that is causing us sickness, putting us into acidic states, contaminated with acidity, contaminated with what do you call plastic and chemicals? We are already spending a lot more than this for something that is harming our body. Now, for those of you who are getting your machine, I just want to ask everybody a question. Who here, you like what you saw today and you would love to get a KANGEN machine? Type KANGEN in the chat box. You like what you see today and you would like to get a machine for yourself. So while you guys are typing, I'm just going to get more water for myself. Ask, where can I buy this machine in Singapore? Very good question. I'm from Malaysia. So you are my neighbor. Are you staying in Singapore? So for Singapore, we actually have an office already. You can actually go to the office directly. But please speak to the person that invited you, because you cannot buy a machine directly from the company. You have to be introduced by somebody. Yeah. So Singapore, perfect. You can actually buy from the office. Our machine is there. And please speak to your leader, whoever that invited you into this Zoom meeting today. They will contact me. I will help you facilitate the sales in Singapore. All right. So Azini, who invited you today? Azini, who invited you today? All right. So you can speak to me or speak to whoever that invited you. We'll help you facilitate it. Okay. Now, if you were to get your machine before the year end, what happens? You are paying 2,980 euros until 31st December 2022. You are saving yourself 500 euro. If you were to get your machine through the person that invited you today, and by the way, this machine is standard price around the world. There is no difference in price. Whether you buy from me, whether you buy from the person that invited you, it is the same price, because we are all independent distributors of the company in Magic. All right. So you're getting it at 2,980 euros before the year end. So ladies and gentlemen, please take action for those of you who want to get your machine. And for those of you who see a massive potential to becoming part of the business, to also becoming a distributor of this product, that is where my dear friend, Brother Solomon James, will come in right after me to share with you the business opportunity that this company has to offer to people, not just Africa, but all around the world.